All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am amped to start today, so let's get started. I am excited for today. I am pumped for today. Today is going to be a very exciting day, everyone. Of course, I am DSP, and I welcome you here to my one stream for the day. Only one stream today. Why? Because I have become incredibly lazy. Bad work ethic, and I do not want to work anymore. Yeah, right. It's an incredibly long marathon stream today that essentially is going to be running longer than what my two regular streams would have run if I had done it as a normal streaming day today. Today is Saturday, the 10th of July, 2021. It is a very exciting day for all the good stuff, the fun stuff we'll be doing today, which I'm about to outline. Different format, special event, a first-time thing I've never done ever. In the 13 years that I've been a content creator, we're going to do something completely different today, which is always an exciting thing when you do something new and different outside the norm and outside the box. Okay? It's good stuff. Of course, today is also a very important day for me, a fundraising day where I'm trying to raise enough funds to get by this month, which I will also explain in detail on this pre-stream. All right. And it's going to be pretty exciting. Right now, live for the first time ever, we're going to order food together. Whenever have I ever done that? Never. Absolutely never. Right? So there you go. Let's see how it goes today, right? Let's see how it goes. Hopefully it works out well. Now, let me explain the premise of today. Let me explain what's going on. For those of you who maybe have not been around to know what's happening. Yeah, right, like you would know. Let me tell you. So today, I'm doing a marathon stream. What that means is that I am streaming as of right now, likely all the way through 7 p.m. Pacific time, if not later. It really depends on how the stream goes, how the vibe of the stream is, how you guys are liking the stream, how I'm feeling. You know, if it's a good stream, we're having tons of fun together, I'm feeling energetic, then we'll just keep going. But sometimes I get a little bit pooped depending on what happens. Being that we do have the air conditioning going and everything, I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, okay? It's Fallout New Vegas. This is what you guys voted. I asked you guys about a week ago. I said if I were to do a special fundraising event to make ends meet and to basically get through this month, what game would get you to come and attend a stream and contribute to help me out? And overwhelmingly, people voted for Fallout New Vegas. There were a few other interesting choices like Final Fantasy VII or the original game, Chrono Trigger, stuff like that. But it was definitely Fallout New Vegas. But here's the thing. Since I started playing Fallout New Vegas a few weeks ago, people love this playthrough. Number one, it's a game that's nostalgic for a lot of people. You know, the game's 11 years old, and a lot of people played it back as a new release, including me, and absolutely were blown away by the story choices, the interesting elements of the game. And no two playthroughs are alike of this game because there's so many variables, you know, in your build, in the way that you choose to do missions, the order you do the missions, etc. And my build, my God, my build has been unique because I've never done an explosives build. I've never done a low intelligence build, and it's really changed things, especially because I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. This playthrough has been incredibly challenging for me compared to any other Fallout playthrough I've ever done. This is the most challenging one I've ever had. So it's been a good run so far. We're 30 hours into the game, and I've basically done all of the periphery content leading up to the first time you hit the strip, and I've also done the entirety of the Old World Blues DLC, which took 15 whopping hours to complete. Okay? Pretty crazy. So, based on your feedback, this is what we're doing today, and I am very happy to do it. I love Fallout New Vegas. The playthrough has been super duper chill. Every time I play this game, we have fun interactions. You guys help me with everything going on in the game through your interactions, and it ends up being a really good time. So I have absolutely no problem playing this game all day long today for you guys. You know, essentially once we start with gameplay, it's going to end up being probably about 7 hours total of gameplay. It always give or take, depends on how other things go. For example, today's DSP Tries It special event will likely be longer than the usual DSP Tries It because it's going to be a different format, which I'll explain to you in a few moments here. But it's going to be a great time, either way. Now, some people have asked, am I going to do another DLC today? Here's my mentality. I'll do what you guys want, but at the very same time, we were 15 hours into a DLC. That was half of my playthrough was a DLC. I'm thinking what you guys would like me to probably do today is focus on all the side and periphery stuff, maybe in Freeside around the strip. then maybe actually hit up the strip and do some stuff on the main strip, which is really where the real meat of the game begins. Now let's say we're halfway into the stream and we've done a lot of stuff, and then people are like, okay, let's mix it up, then maybe we'll do a DLC. But I don't think I want to charge headfirst into another DLC when I've only been outside of the Old World Blues DLC for what, like 4 hours? So let's do some other stuff first. Let's enjoy the game, see what's around Freeside, see what's available around the strip. And the other thing is, what I'm noticing is, it's very different when you have these different builds. Like I always used to have a speech build. And now not having a speech build, I can't do half the stuff available. Like you can't do any of these speech challenges. So I can't really do a lot of the missions I used to do very easily, and I'm wondering how that's going to further affect the playthrough. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see today, live, how things are different and changed up from previous playthroughs on the strip and everything. It should be a good time, okay? Now, during the course of the playthrough today, during the course of this marathon stream, I'll be taking some short breaks, likely to use the restroom and stuff like that. There's only going to be one really major break, and that's going to be around my dinner time, which is really around 4 p.m. Pacific time, when the food will arrive for me to do DSP Tries It. And when that food arrives, I'm going to be setting up here. I'm actually going to be clearing off my side tables and everything to make room for this Indian cuisine, because yet again, there was a vote that went overnight on my community tab here, okay, here on YouTube, and you guys voted about 65% to 35%. You wanted to see me try Indian cuisine for the very first time over doing Sonic, the Sonic restaurant chain. I had never done either for DSP Tries It. In fact, I hadn't really eaten too much of either cuisine personally in my life anyway. And I said I would do either one for a first time, and you guys said Indian cuisine. So, when that food gets delivered, I'll be setting up here. Like I said, I'll have like a bunch of extra space around me to set up this cuisine. And it's going to be an extended DSP Tries It. Instead of me just trying one item and saying what I think, I'm going to be trying multiple things from this cuisine. You know, Indian cuisine has many different things. I'm thinking I'll definitely get some kind of a curry. And I'll definitely get maybe something from the tandoori cooking style. They cook it in a tandoor pot. It's a clay pot. We'll get something from there because they have many options of things you can get from there. And then maybe some naan bread. So I'll be trying these, 3 various pieces of Indian cuisine live on the show and eating a lot of it and conversing with you as we eat. It's very different from me just saying, okay, here's a sandwich. Okay, here's what I think of the sandwich, and that's it. It'll be a different thing. It'll be more social interaction. I'm sure you guys will be asking me questions and stuff. It'll be an interesting DSP Tries It, a different kind of show than usually what I would do. Okay? So, it should be fun. I'm excited for that. And then, basically what will happen is, the show will be the first half, and then I'll probably take like a 20-minute break after that to finish up eating, clean up and everything, and then come back and continue on with the playthrough. Like I said, there will be a few short breaks for, restroom breaks and things here and there, stretch my legs, but it's not going to be anything extended, no giant breaks or anything besides that food break, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely a fundraiser, all right? That's why I'm doing this special marathon event. I need the help right now. I've been telling you guys all month what's going on with me. Allow me to summarize. I used to be a full-time streamer on Twitch. I used to basically, all week, 6 days a week, full-time, stream on Twitch. I was a partner for the longest time. I was part of the Twitch partner program since it started, like way back when, 2013, okay? After streaming on Twitch full-time for so long, without any warning, any kind of disciplinary action, nothing at all, I was removed from the Twitch partner program for no good reason about 2 months ago. It was in mid to late May. Actually, I take that back. At this point, I think it was actually mid to late April. I can't even remember anymore because it's all a blur. When I asked them what happened, they basically took over 2 weeks to respond just to tell me, oh, well, you did some hate speech on your channel. It's not allowed. To which I said, that's great. Tell me what I did because I don't believe you're being truthful. I want evidence that I did something wrong. They never responded or provided any evidence, which means they lied. For some reason, they wanted me out of the partner program with no actual justification at all, or else they would have provided said justification. So they kicked me out for no good reason. I don't know why. And that ruined my livelihood because that was where I was getting the majority of my income was from Twitch streaming. It was from the subs, the cheering, all that support that you guys were giving me over there. Okay? So I had to make a decision, and for a couple of weeks, I tried to make things work staying on Twitch and just supporting things via tips. And it probably would have worked, although it would have been tough, but it would have worked if Twitch didn't then, again, falsely discipline me for something I didn't do, claiming that I had used hate speech again, which I didn't do. They provided no evidence, and within 24 hours of saying that I did it, they removed my suspension and said, oh, we screwed up. So it's obvious someone over there has a bug up their ass about me and won't be truthful. Is it legal to do what they do? I mean, they're supposed to provide justification, but at the same time, am I going to sue them over it? Of course not. I'm going to move forward positively and say, well, fuck it. If they don't want me there, they're going to treat me like shit. I'm going to go somewhere else. So I did. I came over to YouTube, and for the past month and a half, I've been streaming full-time on YouTube. Now, it certainly has been a growing experience. We've changed the way that I'm streaming on YouTube multiple times to make it better, to stop trolling, curtail trolling, and things like that. And in general, I feel like streaming on YouTube has actually been a much better social experience because we found a way to make the conversation mean a lot more. Instead of it just being, me mixed in with trolls and stuff derailing the streams, that usually doesn't happen over here. Instead, it's a lot of on-topic conversation. It's very easy to have a meaningful conversation with someone watching a YouTube stream because of the more control that we have over the streams here, okay? So that being said, I like streaming on YouTube, but the problem is that YouTube does not have the monetization options that Twitch does. They don't have gifted subscriptions. They don't have Amazon Prime subscriptions. And if you take a look directly at the amount of support that I'm getting here on YouTube versus on Twitch, admittedly, the tips that you guys have been giving me are about the same. The super chats, which is the equivalent of basically the cheering over there on YouTube, or excuse me, on Twitch, is almost the same. Like, it's pretty good. You guys have been super chatting a lot and supporting me. I appreciate that. But it's really the channel memberships, which is what they're called here, i.e. the equivalent to the subs over on Twitch, that there's a giant gap. I used to have anywhere between 600 to 900 subscribers a month on Twitch. I have currently 175 members here on YouTube. That is a giant difference. And if you do the math, it basically equates to over $2,000 of lost income a month. Now, originally, when I was kicked out of the partner program for no reason, people rallied and they supported me in a huge way. I had big tips coming in and everything to support me, and that lasted a couple of months. It allowed me to get through a couple of months of having that pay discrepancy. But now, sadly, that's dried up, and I'm in a situation where I need to continue to be able to pay my bills and make ends meet, and the only way I'm going to do it is through a special event like this, because I've been trying to do it, please, become a member, and people do it, but then it drops again, then it goes up again, then it drops again. Essentially what's happened is all those memberships aren't going to come in the way that they did on Twitch, because on Twitch you had people who would come and gift tons of subscriptions every month. I'm not kidding. There were sometimes 200 or more gifted subs every month. Amazon Prime subscriptions were around 200 every month. So right there, that's 400 lost subscriptions. You see what I'm saying? Plus, let's be honest here, a lot of people just go to Twitch for streaming. So they're more apt to drop a sub here or there because they know, oh, if I go to this stream, I can use those emotes in another stream. And so I'll drop a sub here or here, and I'll be able to carry over. You can't do that on YouTube. So there's a lot of differences on the way that things happen on YouTube. And because of that, I have lost a lot of revenue and a lot of support. And I need to basically make up for it now. All right? Now, if you take a look at the top of the screen, you're going to see there's a members goal for the month. That's been in place all month. If we hit 200 concurrent members by the end of this month, I'll be doing a celebratory marathon next month, of which it'll be your choice. It could be an Indies marathon, a retrospective marathon. It could be the Return of the Mario event. It could be a special Game Pass event. We'll talk about that as we get closer. All right? So really, that's not the focus of today. I've got last super chat, meaning whoever super chats today, I'll give a shout out, and whoever the latest one is, I'll put up on that leaderboard. Top tip. Whoever is the top tipper of the day will get up there for special recognition. And then, yes, the special tips goal for today, $1,500. All right? What is that for? I'm going to explain it to you as transparently as I can. If we raise that today, I can pay my mortgage, which is due on the 15th, and it'll get me through that date. Now, any other revenue that I make above it or beyond that today or moving forward, meaning tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, and then when I come back for my break, Thursday, Friday, etc., any other revenue I make via tips after today will go towards paying the next 3 major bills, which is 2 utility bills. One's due on the 18th, one's due on the 20th, and then my back taxes bill, which is due on the 20th. All right? Once we hit the 21st, I get paid by YouTube, and I should be in a good position for the rest of the month and shouldn't be an issue. But I need to get to the 21st, and I've got my mortgage 2 utilities, and the back taxes that I all have to pay within the next week and a half. That's why I have to do this special fundraiser, okay? If we hit the 1,500, I would be ecstatic. That means I can just rest easy, and we can just have normal streaming days moving forward the rest of this week, where, hey, whatever I raise is good, and it goes towards the next slew of bills. If I don't raise the 1,500 today, being very honest with all of you, I'm screwed. I don't know how I'm going to pay everything, because essentially I might just have enough to pay my mortgage by the end of this week, but then I don't know how I'm going to pay the bills after that. And I'm pretty sure the utilities won't be too happy if I don't pay them, and if the back taxes don't get paid, now I'm really screwed, because that's defaulting on a federal payment, and they might really try to destroy me with fees and trying to demand that I pay, you know, thousands of dollars of taxes that I just don't have. Now, there is some good news here, okay? There is a good news here. I have spoken with my tax attorney. He is going to try to change my back taxes payment so that it's owed later in the month. Currently, as it is due on the 20th, it sucks because I get paid by YouTube on the 21st, but the back taxes are due on the 20th. This used to work when I got paid by Twitch on the 15th of every month, but I don't get paid by Twitch anymore. This is the big problem, you see? So, if I can get that back taxes payment moved, that's going to take a lot more pressure off of me every month. And that'll help out tremendously, and he's working on that right now, but there's no telling. It's likely not going to happen in time for this month. It's something that he has to draft up new contracts with the feds and everything. So, we're going to have a better situation, hopefully, come next month. But as of right now, this is the situation I'm in. Okay? Now, if you want to help me with this today, please tip me. Every little bit helps. I don't want anyone to feel like just because, oh, I can only tip $1. So what? That helps, man. It all adds up. I've always said this over the years, and I'll say it again. Crowdfunding support for an independent content creator does not work because 1 or 2 people step up and give a ridiculous amount of support. It's because everyone who likes the content steps up and gives a little, and it adds up. You will see today, over the course of today, people will be doing smaller tips, and they're going to add up, and it's going to help tremendously. So please don't feel, oh, I don't want to tip because I don't think I can help Phil because he needs so much. Don't worry about that. It's not about that. And by the way, if you cannot give anything, that's okay. I am not asking for anyone to go above or beyond their normal means to contribute at all. I'm just saying if you can, please do. If you like the content, you want to help me out, see me move forward positively, please do. I want to get past this tough time. But at the very same time, don't feel pressured, oh, I have to sacrifice to help Phil. No, that's not what this is about. If you come to the stream, you have a good time with me, and it's a fun, entertaining day, I've succeeded. But I always believe that success goes hand in hand with having entertainment factor. So if you're entertained and you like the content and you can contribute, please do. I absolutely need the help today. Now, something else I want to say, okay? Something else I want to say up front. Let's say you just cannot tip me. You hate PayPal. You absolutely have no way that you could tip today. All right? Fair enough. That's okay. All right? Really, that's okay. If you want to become a channel member, if you want to do a super chat today, all of that helps. That helps long term. If you do those things today, those are going to help me tremendously come August when I get paid by YouTube. So please, if you can't tip and you want to help in another way, all that will help long term, okay? But if you have the option to tip me, please do, because tips are the only thing that are going to help me pay my mortgage and pay these bills coming up in the next couple of weeks. After that, it doesn't really matter. But as for now, yes, the tips are what I really need to focus on today. So if you can tip me, please do. And thank you in advance to anyone who does. But again, I'm not looking any contributions in the mouth today. Anything you guys want to contribute is absolutely appreciated. Okay? Thank you, and thank you some more in advance, because I know some people will probably be coming by and helping out a lot, and I really appreciate that. Okay? In fact, already I've got a few more tips. I got tips I got to shout out. I got super chats I got to shout out, and we'll get to that in a few minutes. Okay? So, that is the deal. That's what's going on today. Marathon event, Fallout New Vegas all day long, likely doing things on Freeside and then maybe the Strip, and doing story advancement first. Limited interruptions with breaks. Maybe every once in a while, got to take a break to use the restroom or whatever. We're going to order food live here in just a few minutes, where that food will be delivered around dinner time, and we'll be doing a live interactive DSP Tries It for the very first time, trying Indian cuisine of many different types. I'll be giving you all kinds of information about that and answering questions and everything during it. A very different kind of DSP Tries It that I've never really done before. It's not going to be like an offline video. It's actually going to be an interactive meal, essentially. And then playing till at least 7 p.m., if not later tonight. Hopefully, if you like the content, you will support my efforts here with tips. Tips are the way to go. If you want to do membership super chats today, those are all appreciated too. But really, I need help with tips today. That's the way to go, and thank you in advance to anyone who tips. I really need to hit this goal today so I can get by and pay my mortgage and focus on the other stuff before I get paid by YouTube, okay? Fair enough? Now, before we get to everything, because we're going to get to shout-outs, we're going to get to the ordering of the food, let's talk about the schedule for the rest of the week, because today is not the last streaming day of the week by any means, okay? I got 3 more days I'm streaming this week. So let's talk about the normal streaming schedule starting tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday, July 11th, will be the continuation of Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition on the first stream, where we're focusing on the story because I've done all the major DLCs at this point. So more story advancement and good stuff there. I actually really enjoyed yesterday's stream. I'm looking forward to more tomorrow because I really don't remember much about the game. And then tomorrow night, Danganronpa V3 continuing on. Oh my god, what a crazy plot twist we had last time around when I played Danganronpa. Everything has changed. We got all our explanations about what's really going on in the world. I don't have a clue what's going to happen in the game now because it's so different, and I don't even know if there'll be any more class trials or murders. Like, I have no clue where the game is going. So, yeah, that's going to be fun tomorrow night. Then on Monday, it's more Fallout New Vegas continuing on the mainstream, and then MLB The Show, a late-night chill stream on Monday night. And then Tuesday, more Mass Effect 3 and more Danganronpa. I'm off from streaming on Wednesday. When I return on Thursday, it'll be more Fallout and likely Call of Duty. And then, of course, this coming Friday is the release of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, which is the major release for the month. There's really nothing else going on this month, quite frankly. So it's that mixed in with Fallout and Mass Effect 3 as my major focuses kind of for the rest of the month. Okay? All right? Michael Caine is telling me about stuff about Eddie. All right, let's talk about that later, Michael Caine. I'm trying to focus on the pre-stream. I appreciate your help. You've been helping me a lot with New Vegas, but I'm not going to remember what you're telling me right now. Right now, I just got to focus on what I got to talk about on the pre-stream. Okay? Fair enough? I like that. I will probably try to upgrade Eddie and stuff later. All right? Okay. All right. So, first of all, let's do shout-outs. Let's get the leaderboard updated. Then what we're going to do is we're going to order the food live. I'm going to go through the whole menu here of the Indian restaurant I'm going to order from. And I'm going to go through options with you guys. I'm actually going to appear on webcam for that. And we'll talk about what you guys want me to order. Because I'm going to order 3 items. A curry, probably something tandoori, and then some naan bread. And I'm probably going to get garlic naan. It's pretty typical. So that's no big deal. But I want to see what kind of curry and what kind of tandoori to order here. Okay? And we'll decide that together. I'll go through the whole menu with you guys. We'll see what we want to do. Good stuff, right? Okay, let's do shout-outs first. So first of all, we've got some Super Chats that came in. Let's take a look at the Super Chats. Let me refresh this because this is, 3 days ago. This didn't refresh for 3 days. Delightful. Let's update that, shall we? Okay. So the first Super Chat of today was from Apidra, who did a 5-pound Super Chat and said, "Is football coming home?" I wouldn't know. I don't follow football or soccer or whatever you want to call it, and I have no idea where you're from. If it's pounds, you must be living in Britain, right? So is Britain going to win the Euro Cup or whatever it's called? I have no idea. Depends on how many soccer hooligans you send, I guess. But anyway, thank you for the Super Chat. And then DTF Steak Fries did a $4.99 Super Chat and said, "Fallout is back. What is up, Phil?" What is going on, DTF Steak Fries? It's good to see you. Thank you for the support. And indeed, yes, today's going to be a very fun Fallout day. So much Fallout content coming today. I'm excited to make big progress in the game. I really am. Awesome stuff. Okay, that's our Super Chats. Let's get to tips. I misclicked. What did I just click on? Oh, shit. Okay. So, the first tip of the day was from Lou. He tipped me $10 and said, "I'm going to listen to the stream in the background as I lab with Zato in Strive." Good. Awesome. I hope you do well. I hope you learn Zato and you do well in Guilty Gear Strive. Thank you for the first tip of the day. Rob has tipped me $20 And says, remember all, every penny counts. Do not rely on a big contributor to always save the day. It doesn't have to and shouldn't be work like that. And I agree with Rob. First of all, thank you, Rob. It's good to see you, and thank you for the early contribution here. Again, it's not about, one or two people come in and say, I want to help Phil, and they drop giant bombs of contributions, and it shouldn't always be like that. There's a ton of people watching my content at all times. There's right now over 400 people watching this stream. There's thousands of people who watch my content on YouTube on a daily basis, right? Everyone just give a couple bucks, we'll be good. So if you like the content, you enjoy the free content, and you can contribute today, please do. Today would absolutely be the day to do so. Thank you. Keck7Go did a $20 tip. Tying Rob, but Rob did tip first, so therefore Rob will still stay up on the leaderboard as the top tip of the day. And he says the following. What is up, buddy? Hope you're doing well and your fundraiser is a success. Much love from me, Rekieta Law. By the way, I still don't know if that's how you say his name, Rekieta or Rekieta Law, and his Discord. Well, thank you very much. Shout out to Nick and his fans, I guess, because since you guys are being supportive today, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for the $20 tip. Appreciate it. Snow Carl tipped me $1.30, and he says, I can't really afford to tip as much as some other stream tycoons, but I want to wish you good luck today, and I hope that the great community can rally and provide you with the support that you need. And thank you very much, Snow Carl. Now, Snow Carl, if you could maybe hold back on the sarcastic questions, the intrusive questions today, and just let us have a good time with Fallout and be supportive. Like, that was an incredibly supportive message. There was zero, jabbing in that message. I really appreciate that. If you could keep that up today, that would be appreciated. You know what? Tomorrow, I will give you permission if you want to go back to being your usual self. But today, if you could be nice, that would be really appreciated because I really need the support today. Okay? I think Stokarl's going to be nice today. He seems like he's going to be a nice guy today, which is very nice. I'm not grilling him at all. I'm just being honest. I think people would prefer me to be honest than me to be facetious or half-truths. Snowcarl knows that he usually jabs at me and says things like stuff that can get my goat. But at the same time, I think that he understands today's an important day, and, today would not be the day for that kind of behavior. All right? Any other day's fine, though. All right? Shout out to Baby Weems, who took me $1.30 and says, thank you, Phil. Baby Weems is here for you. Okay, then. Thank you very much, Baby Weems. What a name. It feels like you just want me to keep saying Baby Weems over and over, because for some reason, Baby Weems sounds funny when I say it. Well, thank you, Baby Weems, for the $1.30 tip. Baby Weems. Shout out to DTF Steak Fries, who tipped me $10 and says, do you think, Phil, I've been a fan for too long. However, I can help. Well, thank you so much, DTF Steak Fries. That will jump us up to $62 in tips. Now, by the way, my friends, I should say something up front that I forgot to mention. No, I'm not changing the reward goals at all. At all. So, already we've raised $62 in tips. I'll be wearing my Gunner glasses today. Now, if I am wearing them all day and they start to bother me, then I might take them off later, put them on again. This is an extended marathon stream, a little bit different than a regular stream. But I'll be wearing them. If you raise $100, right now, before we even start, I'll put on a vest for you. We'll do the vest poll early. Cowboy hat at 150. Like, all this stuff is still in effect. I'm not changing the goals. I'm not pushing back the goal line or moving the goal post. I'm not doing that. That's not the kind of person I am. All right? Fair enough? Now, by the way, another thing, too. I will say this. I know people like to tease. I know people like to say things that are ridiculous and silly. But please stop teasing people who are big contributors, because already people are like, this person's going to come in and drop a bomb of this amount, and this person's going to come in and do that. Stop it. All right? If they do, amazing. If not, they shouldn't be pressured to do so, nor should you be talking about them constantly in the chat. If I see it, I'm going to time you out. If I see it again, I'm going to ban you, and then I'm going to laugh about it publicly on stream. I'm going to say, ha 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 ha, you have been banned for being stupid. I will do that. So please stop. Okay? That's right. Just like that, I'm going to say, ha 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 ha. That's actually how I'm going to do it every time now. Okay. All right. So there you go. Now, I'm just trying to think, is there anything else that I want to cover before we get to the menu when we talk about food? Because I think that's about it. Anyone else have any last minute questions? Anyone else have anything else they want to contribute or say, get a shout out quick before we get to this menu of what I'm going to order? Let's just get that out of the way. I'm just curious. We'll give it another minute. See if anyone else has anything else to say. And then we'll go from there. King Vanity says I'm the Dr. Robotnik of streaming. I don't know about that. That's the Titus laugh from Final Fantasy X. The terrible Titus laugh. What's my spice level for food? Says Orange Cat. Well, I usually would order medium. I don't go mild because mild is like, why'd you even order? If you're ordering cuisine that's supposed to have spice to it and you're ordering mild, like why did you even bother ordering from there? Go order something bland then, right? But at the same time, I don't want to order hot and then I eat it. I can't even taste it because my eyes are watering and my nose is stuffing up and I'm choking on the spice. So usually I order around medium. Yeah. And it's weird because I've ordered from different Indian places, and to some places, medium is a completely different opinion. It's all about the cook, whatever the cook feels. So sometimes you'll order medium, and it'll be like, oh, okay, a little bit of a kick. And then another time you order medium, you're like, well, damn, that's actually pretty hot. So, what are my total monthly expenses? $427,330 every month. Alfred Aponte tipped me $5.30. He says, Phil, hope you're doing well. Did you sleep well for today? I would say I did. I would say I slept well. I actually don't remember. I was tired. I don't remember actually even like falling asleep. I remember being in bed and, looking at my phone. I was reading some stuff on the phone and I passed out. Next thing I remember this morning, Jasper was licking my face, trying to wake me up. So usually Kat falls right asleep if she's tired. And last night she was pooped for some reason. So she was out. And I was like, okay. And I was falling asleep and Jasper was there between us in the bed, snuggled up. I was like, okay. And then I, boop, out. And I wake up this morning. So I'm good. All right. Well, Howie and the Pack tipped me $1.30. Says, wishing you the best. Hopefully you don't end up with Gugats. Keep coasting, brother. All right. Thank you, Howie and the Pack. Appreciate the $1 tip. Very nice. All right. Are we good? How's the weather? The weather's good today. It's cool. I think it's in like the 70s outside. Of course, it won't really affect anything today. Yeah, it's like 70 outside. It's going to be a fine day. No issues here with weather at all. We were going to have even cooler weather coming up in the next week or two, so that's good. All right. What's my favorite Korean food? Interestingly enough, I've never eaten Korean food. I know that there's things like Korean barbecue and stuff, but I never had it. One of those few cuisines that I've never partaken in, so I don't know if I would like it or not. Does Kat like Indian food? Yes, she does. She'll be ordering too. What we're going to do is we're going to basically make the order now, and then I'm going to go on my usual post pre-stream break, head downstairs quickly, add what she wants, and then place the order to be scheduled for later today, and then we're going to get to streaming. Yeah. So. I haven't told you what you're ordering yet because we didn't order yet. We're going to do it together. I just said that a million times. All right, let's get to it since people are confused. Wait, Timbo Slice is here. He did $1.30. Says, saying hello quick between calls. Hope today goes well for you and see you next break. Thank you, Timbo. Oh, my God. Excuse me. Whew. Gassy today for some reason. Okay, so here's what we'll do. Here's what we will do. Okay. Let's go ahead. We'll go over here. That's way too large. That's disturbingly large. That is not what I had intended. Where is the webcam? Here it is. Let's do this. Let's shrink the webcam. And then we'll shrink the webcam. There we go. That's better, right? Okay. Now, what we will do... Censor this. There we go. Let's briefly go through the menu for where I'm going to be ordering from. All right. And I'll let you know exactly what I'm getting. First of all, one thing I'm absolutely getting, I'm going to get an order of garlic naan bread. I love it. It was really good when I got it last time. And likely I'm going to do like a double order because my wife likes it too. So you probably get 2 orders of garlic naan bread. That's like a standard when you order Indian food. You know, you got to get the naan bread. You dip it in whatever you're eating. You know, it adds flavor to it, okay? But now we're going to go to the main courses, all right? So for what I'm seeing, this place basically has 3 main kinds of cuisine. biryani. Now, biryani apparently is their specialty rice, where they have rice that's made as basmati rice, and they mix it in with different ingredients, seasonings, veggies, proteins, etc. Then they have curries, which obviously everyone knows what curry is, right? It's some kind of a, how would you even explain it, right? It's not a paste. It's like a sauce mixed with various ingredients, and it could be anything. It could be a protein. It could be veggies. It could be a combination of the two. It could be more cream-based, more veggie-based. It could be spicier, milder, all depending on your taste, right? And then the other thing that they specialize in is the tandoori. Now, tandoori is specialty foods cooked inside of a clay pot called a tandoor. Not a curry. It doesn't have any kind of a sauce or paste, but basically the food ends up being really well, like, marinated, and it has this really tender flavor to it. And there's, again, very different kinds of ways that they do it, because sometimes it could be very spicy, sometimes it could be more mild. I've only had tandoori once. It was this tandoori chicken. Oh my God, it was ridiculously full of flavor. Like, it honestly looked like bland chicken. I took one bite, I was like, whoa, like, knocked me on my ass. It was so full of flavor. So I'm thinking, what we will do, we'll order two things. It could be a rice plate, or it could be a curry, which you pour over plain basmati rice. And then we'll get a tandoor or tandoori dish, okay? So, let's go through this. I want to go through these so you guys know exactly what we're talking about. All right, so for the biryani, here's what they offer. All right, they have a standard, it's basically like plain, which is, they call it pilau, which is steamed basmati rice with green peas, red bell peppers, and I think green beans, stuff like that. No, red bell peppers, green bell peppers, and green peas. It's basmati rice mixed with a couple of veggies. It's kind of boring. Probably not going to do that, okay? Vegetable biryani. Now, this is basically a mix of basmati rice with spices and a mix of veggies. I see corn, peas and stuff like that. Now, they have other variations. They have chicken. They have lamb. They have prawns, which would be big shrimp, okay? I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I'll be honest with you. I think I would rather do a curry, because a curry is going to be more authentic, I feel, to what you would want from an Indian food. And plus, you get rice with curry anyway, and you could pour the curry right over the rice. So I think I'd prefer to do a curry than just the biryani, okay? Actually, Snowcrawl to the $1.30 says, I don't think you should get biryani. Western biryani is subpar. Get a curry that fills your Western palate, like tikka masala or sakwala or butter chicken. Rogan Josh would be my suggestion. I get an entree of dal with regular, not garlic naan. Well, I've had regular naan and garlic naan. I prefer the garlic naan. So I think we're going to get garlic naan. Okay. Okay. So, I don't know if they have Rogan Josh, by the way. I'm going to look at the menu. All right. Let's go through their curries. So, they have various curries. Their chicken curry selection is as follows. Chicken tikka masala. Now, for those who don't know, I learned this on a culinary show that I was watching with my wife. Tikka masala is not Indian. They invented tikka masala as a British dish. Now, many people from India live, or Indian culture, live in Britain. And they created this dish as part of that culture, but it's actually not authentic Indian. They invented it just for that country, and then it caught on and went worldwide as part of Indian cuisine, okay? Standard chicken curry. Now, here's the difference. So it says tikka masala. Basically, it's tomato-based ginger garlic sauce, all right? Regular chicken curry is tomato and onion sauce. Little different. And actually, the chicken curry looks darker, like more tomatoey, while the tikka masala looks a little bit lighter, so it's probably like more creamy or buttery. You see? Cocoa butter chicken. Excuse me. I said that completely wrong. Coconut butter chicken. Now, coconut butter chicken is essentially butter chicken, which is tomato, butter, and cream sauce, but then they add coconut flavoring to it, so it basically has a coconut twist to it. Coconut chicken curry, which is just chicken curry with coconut added. This is an interesting one. Eggs bourgie, scrambled eggs, cooked Desi style with onions, tomatoes, ginger, and garlic. I've never had Indian eggs. I have no idea what that would taste like. Yeah. It doesn't even look like it really has like a paste to it or a sauce to it. It just looks like a bunch of seasoned scrambled eggs with veggies mixed in. So that would probably be dry, I would think. Now they have mango chicken curry and mango butter chicken. The difference is one is basically the regular chicken curry with extra mango flavor and mango added. The butter chicken is the creamy butter flavored curry with the mango added. Chicken korma, this is a little different. This one is boneless chicken marinated and cooked in onion, tomato, and garlic gravy. So it actually, again, a little bit more garlic flavor to that one, and actually has a little bit more butteriness to it, for what I'm seeing, a little bit more creaminess to it. Okay. Butter chicken, we already know what butter chicken is. Chicken vindaloo, now this is different. So chicken vindaloo is a traditional South Indian dish cooked with boneless chicken, potatoes, and tomato chili sauce. This one would have a little bit more of a spicy kick to it, the vindaloo, than the other ones. The other ones are a little bit more mildish. This one, because it's the vindaloo, has the chili in it, it would actually have a more of a spiciness to it. Okay? Chicken saag masala, boneless chicken, marinated and sauteed with fresh spinach. This looks completely different from the others. It looks like a spinach dish, so I've never had anything like that before. I don't know if that would be any good. Chicken jalfrezi, fresh garden veggies cooked with boneless chicken in a curry sauce. So basically, it's a chicken and veggies mixed together with standard curry sauce. And then they've got chicken karahai, which is boneless chicken cooked in Indian wok with tomatoes, onion, and garlic, served with rice and spice to your taste. But this one doesn't look like it has a lot of sauce to it. It's more focused on the base ingredients of the chicken, tomatoes, onion, and garlic. So it's less creamy, more chunky. Okay? So I'll be honest with you guys. All right, looking at these, I've had a few of these before. So here's the ones I've had, okay? I've had chicken tikka masala before. I've had butter chicken before. I've had a taste of the mango chicken curry because Kat has gotten that before, and I thought it was quite good. It was spicy, but also had a tasty mango to it. I've had chicken vindaloo. Vindaloo is actually, I like the spice level of chicken vindaloo because it's a little bit more spicy than the others. And I've actually had jalfrezi before, but I did not have chicken jalfrezi. I had veggie jalfrezi because basically everything I just mentioned, you can also get in a veggie style. So, for example, they have paneer burji, which is basically paneer cooked desi style with onions, ginger, and garlic. It's all veggies in a curry sauce. Paneer karahi, paneer cubes cooked in curry sauce with fresh veggies. Veggie coconut korma, fresh vegetables cooked in a famous korma sauce with coconut added. Veggie mango korma. So essentially what these are, they are potatoes and veggies mixed in with various different kinds of curries, and you can get that too. Now, I like chicken. I like veggies. You know, I think I would like either of those. You know, they also have cauliflower, which is interesting. This is aloo gobi, quick sauteed potatoes and cauliflower made in Indian spices, served with rice. Not a lot of sauce, but it's basically very spicy. A lot of spices, right? Yeah. Here's one I've never tried before, but I might really like it because I'm Italian. And if you didn't know, Italians, one of the main pieces of Italian cuisine is eggplant. Well, they have eggplant curry, okay? Clay oven roasted eggplant, chopped and sauteed with tomatoes, ginger, and garlic, served with rice and spice to your taste. I would probably love that. I love eggplant. So, it would probably be really good. Now, they have a ton of others too. Okra. I've never even had okra, so I don't even know what okra's like. But they have an okra masala that's okra, sauteed with fresh ginger and garlic. Aloo matar, which is potatoes and peas in a tomato and curry sauce. A mushroom doppiaza, mushrooms with fresh seasonal veggies and garlic and ginger and tomatoes. Like, they got so much, man. They have so much. Now, by the way, I didn't even get to the lamb. Listen to this now. This is how crazy Indian cuisine is. They have all this stuff. There's like a giant menu. Okay, now listen to this. You ready for this? Here's their lamb curries. They actually have a butter goat. They actually serve goat. Goat meat marinated and cooked in tomato, butter, and cream sauce. Is that any good? I have no idea. I've never had goat. I don't know if I would like goat or not. But that's something unique, right? Something different. Coconut lamb curry, lamb tikka masala, mango lamb curry, lamb korma, butter lamb, lamb vindaloo. So essentially all the things I just mentioned for chicken, but they'll do it with lamb. Lamb is amazing, right? Lamb is absolutely outstanding. SoCarl feels that goat is underrated. Okay. And here's their goat curry. Wait, I already had goat curry. Oh, no. There's butter goat and goat curry. I would prefer the goat curry. I would prefer the one that has more spice to it. So the goat curry is goat cooked in Indian wok with tomato, onion, and garlic, and it would be spicier than the other one. I would rather have that than the butter. The butter is going to be too mild. Like, again, if you're going to order Indian cuisine, go with something that's going to be more authentic, more spicy. Why have the watered down, creamier or butterier versions? I like the more, I would probably go with the regular goat curry if I were going to get goat. A lot of people seem to be saying I should get the goat. So Carl says, in Indian cuisine, they will cook meat and sauce separately, and then they'll add them together later. That's why they can have all these different same curries with these different proteins. I see. Snow Girl says, pick korma. It'll suit you. It's similar to the other ones, but slightly different. It's an actual DSP Chai, not the same as you always had. I don't think they have a goat korma, sadly. No, they just have the butter goat and the goat curry. Those are the two that they have. So, FYI. A lot of people are saying go goat. Since I am the goat, I should go with goat, people are saying. And again, that would be interesting. I've never really had goat before. All right, I might do that. All right. Is there any spicy tomato sauce curry? Well, that's the thing. Anything that's a standard curry is made with tomato, onion, and garlic, and you could order your spice level. So I'll order medium, and it'll probably be pretty spicy. Yeah. Okay. Now let's continue on. Oh, by the way, they have seafood. Oh, my God. They have seafood curries. Butterfish, coconut prawns, fish curry, mango prawn curry, prawn masala, prawn vindaloo, prawn jalfrezi. But I think out of everything, people are more interested in the goat, aren't you? Right? You guys are more interested in goat, so maybe we'll try the goat for the first time. Okay. All right. Now, the other thing, like I said, I wanted to try two different things. Here is their tandoori selection. Now, to clarify, all tandoori items are cooked inside of a clay pot, slow cooker clay pot style cooking. It's authentic, it's Indian cooking technique, and it's served with mint and tamarind chutney on the side, which is pretty cool. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. You ready? So they have chicken mali kebab. This is boneless chicken marinated overnight in our perfect blend of spices and butter sauce. I've had that one before. That was the one tandoori I wanted to try because I was nervous the other tandooris would be too spicy, and it wasn't spicy at all, but it was insanely full of flavor. Like, I'm not even kidding. It looks like chicken that's a little bit, not dry, but it looks like chicken that has like a little bit of a sauce, but not too much sauce on it, and you're thinking, oh, that's going to be like overcooked dry chicken. It's probably going to be bland and not good. And you take it, you pick one piece in your mouth, explosion of flavor. You're like, what the hell? It totally doesn't look like how it tastes. You take it like, oh my God, it's like salty, but savory, but it has like these herbal flavors to it. Like, it was crazy when I had it. I was blown fucking away at how good it was. So, that's the first one I've had before, okay? They have chili chicken. Boneless chicken marinated overnight in our blend of curry spices cooked in the tandoor clay oven and fried in our heat wok with caramelized onions and green red and bell peppers. That shit looks hot. It is like bright red, okay? Now, they also have standard tandoori chicken. This is bone-in chicken marinated with yogurt, ginger, garlic, and ground spices cooked in our clay oven. Then they have chicken tikka kebab, which is boneless chunks of chicken marinated overnight and cooked in the clay oven. So, essentially, they have chicken mali kebab, which is the mild version, and then they have chicken tikka kebab, which is the boneless version that's spicy. It's red, bright red. Then they also do fish tandoori, which is fish in the clay pot, tandoori prawns, which is shrimp in the clay pot, and shish kebab, which is tender ground lamb with onions and spices. From that pot, I guess they cook it in there. So, yeah, I would argue, looking at all of that, I would probably either go for the chili chicken or the chicken tikka kebab. And the reason chili chicken is boneless chicken marinated overnight in our blend of curry spices cooked in our tandoor clay oven, fried in our heat wok with caramelized onions and green and bell peppers. All that sounds amazing to me. Or the chicken tikka kebab is the boneless chicken with marinated overnight and cooked in the clay oven. I don't think it's then cooked with the extra stuff, you see? What do you guys think? Chili chicken. Derek says chili chicken. Derek Long. Gumbo curry? No, they don't have a gumbo curry. No, they do not. By the way, Shout out to Wolf's Paradox, who tipped me $2.50 and says, "What's up, Phil? You know, I haven't been on the stream in a while. I've been real busy, but it isn't much, but I wanted to contribute something at least. So thank you very much, Wolf's Paradox. Let's get that added to the running total. We're now at $72 in tips. Thank you, sir." Okay. So it sounds to me like I'm going to be getting garlic naan. I'm going to be getting a goat curry. And I'm either going to be getting this chili chicken or the chicken tikka kebab, right? That's what it sounds like. Do they have a sampler? See, here's the thing. They do have a sampler, but it's expensive. It's like $20 because it has the lamb, the chicken, tiger prawns, and veggies. I'll never eat that. I'll never finish that. That's just waste. You know, it's too much food. I'd rather just order. I'm already ordering 2 entrees. There's no way I'm finishing those. I'm going to have leftovers. I don't want to be spending a ridiculous amount of money here, you know. So I'd rather just do the chili chicken or the chicken tikka kebab, one or the other. They both sound amazing. I think what it is the chicken tikka kebab is the standard, and then the chili chicken, they add in the peppers, the onions, and they do the extra cooking. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Does Cat like Indian cuisine? Yes, she's ordering. She's going to be ordering from here as well. I'm going to be adding things to cart here, and then in fact, I should add the goat curry to cart. And then she's going to add what she wants, and we're going to order everything together. Oh, I don't want, no. I almost ordered the butter goat. I don't want butter goat. I want the goat curry. Goat curry, and I'm going to order medium spice goat curry. There we go. So that's on. Now we just got to decide what I want from the tandoori. Any drinks? See, the thing is, they do have drinks, but most of their drinks are like yogurt-based. And I have some issues drinking yogurt and dairy. I don't really like to do it too much. It kind of makes me bloated. So I'm not going to be getting any yogurt, whatever they call. What are they called? Here, I can tell you. Because it's in the menu. It's called, where the hell is it? Oh, Lassies. That's right. Lassi, which is their yogurt drink. And then they have mango lassi and stuff like that. Nah. And the other thing is, one thing you got to understand, I'm ordering out. It would be one thing if I was there in the restaurant and I wanted to try it fresh. By the time this thing gets here, it's going to be like a half. Do you want a fucking yogurt drink that's supposed to be cold sitting in someone's hot car for a half an hour being delivered? And then you go to drink. It's all melted, disgusting. That's something you try. There's desserts too. You don't order delivery desserts. That's a big no-no. You'll be very disappointed wasting your money. That's stuff you eat at the restaurant. So, okay. So, all right, guys, we have to make a decision. I'm leaning towards the chili chicken. Boneless chicken marinated overnight in the curry spices, cooked in the tandoor clay oven, and fried in the wok with caramelized onions and green bell pepper. I think I'm just going to do it. Let's do the chili chicken. So it's going to be goat curry, medium spice, and the chili chicken, and some garlic naan bread. Pretty interesting, huh? And by the way, the goat curry, it comes with the rice. We're going to pour that over the rice and have it absorb into the rice. That's one of the best things about Indian cuisine. You pour your curry onto this rice, and you eat it. The rice tastes so good with the curry seeped into it. Yeah. This is going to be cool, man. I'm excited. Thank you guys for helping me pick, because, like, I didn't even think about the goat. Honestly, I didn't even think about the goat, and as soon as I said it, you guys were like, goat curry, try the goat. This will be cool. I've never had it before. All right. We done it. We have done it. Sits on cornflakes says, I'm so hungry now. So, by the way, just so you guys know, I'm ordering for dinner. This is going to be like 4 more hours until this comes, all right? So, we're going to be playing Fallout for quite some time first, and then once we're a chunk into Fallout, then we're going to be taking that major break. I'll go get the food. I'll set up, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear off my side table here, and I'm basically going to move stuff over and have half of this laptop table in front of me to set up to have room for all this food, because I'm going to need a plate with the rice, plus I'm going to have to pull a curry on that, and then we're going to have the side of the tandoor chili chicken. So, you're going to need a lot of space for that shit, you know? Okay. Sound good? Snow Carl says, this is a good menu for DSP Tries It. It's not just fast food. It's new for many viewers and new for you. Absolutely right. I've never tried goat curry. I've never had this chili chicken. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what the flavor is going to be like. It's completely new, and the whole style of the video will be completely different, because it's not just going to be me trying one quick fast food sandwich. I'll be eating it with you guys. I'll be telling you what I think. I'm sure you guys will be reacting. We'll be having conversation. It's going to be very different than a normal DSP Tries It. That's why I'm excited. This is a cool event. It really is. It feels like I'm doing something for the first time special. I like this a lot, man. So hopefully, if this works out and you guys like this style, this is something we can continue to do in the future, okay? if he like, oh, every time Phil does a marathon for DSP Tries It, instead of him just doing this, he could order a variety of stuff and compare things and try things and do a more interactive style that'll make it more of a unique situation than what I used to do. Okay? Fair enough. Now, some people, all right, now listen up. Some people are upset. They're like, Sonic should have won. We really wanted to see Phil try the big foot-long hot dog and try the burger and this and that. Don't freak out. This is not the last time I'm doing DSP Tries It, all right? We can definitely do it again in the future. Another marathon, I'm sure, will be coming at some point. If we hit the subs goal, or excuse me, the members goal here, we'll be doing one next month anyway. I hope we'll hit the members goal this month. And, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. And we could definitely do Sonic or do something else. I'm sure there'll be other restaurant types that we can add into the mix here that are different. So don't worry. It's not the end of the world here. This is not the last episode. This is actually the beginning of maybe a rebirth for the series where it's going to be a very different thing. Okay? Good stuff? Okay. Sweet Love Tonight tipped me $1.30 and says, will I do a Schnozman a Hole Punch watch-along retrospective? I mean, as creative as I feel that series is, I don't think that we should dwell on the past, especially considering the fact John Rambo wants nothing to do with me and made it very clear, you know, how many years ago? 6? And you guys are still dwelling on this? You guys realize that's the long distant past, that I've actually now made content by myself way longer than I ever made content with John Rambo. You know that, right? I think it's time to move on and kind of say, okay, what's the past is the past. Let's stop dwelling on the past. That's nothing to do with Phil anymore. Thank you. You want to go watch a retrospective, go watch it yourself. I'm sure those episodes are still live on the internet. You can watch them whenever you want. Matthew just to me $5 said, I had an Alex Zedra dream on 7/7. She walked up to me and wanted to become my girlfriend, but I woke up before I could say yes to her offer. In the dream, I was happy for the rest of the day. Alrighty then, Matthew. He has the same dream. He seriously has the same dream 1,000 times about women wanting him to be their girlfriend. I don't know how. I've never had the same dream repeated like that ever in my life. Like, usually my dreams are different and unique. I never have a dream repeated like that. It's crazy this guy has the same dream over and over. But anyway, thank you for the $5 tip. That is much appreciated, Matthew. Okay. All right. So, we've locked it in. So, what am I ordering? Some garlic naan bread, standard for an Indian food restaurant. Goat curry, which sounds really good. I'm excited because, again, I've never had goat before. And chili chicken from the tandoori cooking method, which is a tandoor clay pot. Not only do they cook it in that pot, but then they're going to, you know, fry it up with bell peppers and onions and things, which I love. I love bell peppers and onions. So, this is a pretty interesting DSP Tries It coming up later today. You guys have picked a pretty good menu, I feel. I'm excited for this now. Admittedly, I'll be honest with you. I've had Indian food more than I've had Sonic. And I was actually looking forward to maybe doing Sonic because it's something I've only done a couple times in my life. I've only eaten Sonic, I think, 4 times total in the last 10 years. 2 of them were before I even moved here, so over 7 years ago. The other 2 were at least over 2 years ago. So I was like, oh, maybe Sonic would be something cool because I haven't done it a lot. But now these are actually things I've never tried before that you guys have picked. All right? So, good stuff. I'm looking forward to this later today. I think it's going to be a pretty good DSP Tries It when the stuff shows up. Okay? All right, let's get back to normal here now. Here we go. Shout out to Atlas, who to me $4.20. He says, before Street Fighter, Super Turbo Ryu and Ken only threw blue Hadoukens, but every once in a while you see a red one. How is this perceived pre-internet in the arcades? Did people think it was a hidden move? Well, here's the deal. All right? In older versions of Street Fighter 2, the red Hadouken was a glitch. It was actually a graphical glitch that would happen in certain situations of the game. The Hadouken was always supposed to be blue, but some of them would turn out orangish red. And people would actually lie. I hate to say this, but they would. They would make shit up. And they would lie and be like, oh, well, did you know that fireball has different properties and does this and that? It was baloney. They made it up completely. But then later on, in later Street Fighter games, they actually intentionally made it so that if you did a full half circle forward motion, instead of just the quarter circle forward motion, that the fireball would actually have a different color and different properties. Basically, what would happen is the fireball would do extra damage and knock down the opponent, rather than just knock them back. So it would, in some cases, actually give Ryu a more of an advantage in the matchup. Now, It's not every Street Fighter. Only certain Street Fighters have that, okay? But yeah, the thing is, back in the day, a ridiculous amount of people, and I mean this, a ridiculous amount of people basically would make shit up about Street Fighter. They would say, oh, there's a secret character if you beat the game with 27 perfects and a double spinning pile driver finish and shit like that. They would literally make stuff up constantly. It was all urban legends about Street Fighter. And then people would believe it and spend hours in the arcade plunking quarters into the game trying to do this against the computer to try to unlock secret characters and shit that didn't exist. Okay? That's how it was back in the day. Until the era of the internet, when all of the truthful information would be disseminated on the internet, people would believe anything you told them. So, yeah, it was an interesting time for sure. That whole arcade culture time, you know. There were also things like glitched animations and stuff that people would think that it was actually intentional or a special move. Like, it's not. It's just a glitch. You know, these games aren't flawless. Some of them have issues. So, anyway, that's right. Akuma being in like the original Street Fighter was one. They originally said it wasn't Akuma. They said it was Shang Long, because in the original Street Fighter 2 World Warrior, Ryu would have a win quote. He would say, "You must defeat Shang Long to stand a chance." People thought, "Oh, Shang Long, is that like his master or something? Is he a secret character?" No, it was a mistranslation. What he meant to say was, "You must defeat my Shoryuken to stand a chance." But it was a mistranslation. They mistranslated Shoryuken, so everyone thought it was something it wasn't supposed to be, and then all these urban legends began. Now, the thing was, it became such a huge urban legend. Later on, Capcom added in Akuma in Super Turbo as a real character because they were like, hey, if this is what people like, we'll add in a super secret, ultra-dominating character and actually make them canon in the franchise. That's the only reason why Akuma was ever added into the franchise, because of the Shang Long rumors of the original Street Fighter. So, there you go. Alrighty then. Alright guys, anything else? If not, if that covers it, unless you guys have other questions. Oh, Big Old Bean says San Andreas was the worst for conspiracy theories. Leatherface, Bigfoot, Jaws, it was crazy. People always make up these urban legends. Whenever it's a game that's that popular, they always make shit up. It's funny. Local Nomad says DSP tries it. Jerk chicken would be awesome. Yeah, I would like to try authentic jerk chicken someday. I agree with you there. I think that would be pretty cool to try authentic jerk chicken. I've never had it. I've had it at certain restaurants, but they're like Americanized restaurants. I've never had authentic Jamaican jerk chicken. That would be neat. I honestly don't know if there's any authentic Jamaican restaurants around here. I don't think I've ever even looked for one. Simple Bubble says I should do a collaboration with Angry Video Game Nerd or Maximilian Dude. I'm pretty sure neither of those guys would give a shit about collaborating with me. I'm just saying. But anyway, thanks for the vote of confidence. I just received an $11.93 tip from GA. Thank you very much to GA for the tip. That gets us all the way up to $93 in tips today to start. I appreciate that very much. Again, a good head start on our goal. It's going to be a very long day, a very fun day. And again, I will reiterate. Please, guys, if you can contribute today to help me out with tips, please do. You don't have to. It's not mandatory. It's not expected. And if you want to contribute in another way, like becoming a channel member or a super chat, those are going to help me long term, and that's very much appreciated. But right now, in the short term, I need to raise this amount of money, yes, $1,500, to pay my mortgage by the 15th. Once that's done, then anything else I make tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, and then when I come back from my break, Thursday, Friday, all that can be raised to pay my utility bills and my back taxes that are due by the 20th. Then on the 21st, I get paid by YouTube and things will be better. But I have to get through this next week and a half. That's why I'm doing this. It's a very tough time because of everything going on. I need the help. If you can, please do. And thank you. That's why I'm doing this crazy fun marathon. And, you know, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. It is. It's going to be a fun day. Good stuff going on here on the stream. All right. Fair enough? Okay. All right, anything else, or shall we go on a brief break? By the way, this will not be a long break. This will be just a few minutes. I'm going to use the restroom quickly. I just have to pee. And then I have to have my wife tell me what she wants. We're going to order for delivery later today. Like I said, it's going to be around our usual dinner time, between like 4 or 4:30-ish probably, is when I'll take my break. It'll be delivered. And then I will set up here for the DSP Tries It. Okay? Sound good? All right. All right, let's take a brief break then. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll just play a little bit of music. I'll be back in a few minutes, and then it'll be time for Fallout New Vegas to begin, my friends. All right? Thanks. I'll be back shortly. See you. Oh, hold on. Alice Telemon is here today. To me, $2. It said, I think a retrospective stream with Max and Justin Wing. You mean Justin Wong. And you would be an awesome insight into early tournament years. From what I'm to understand, Max used to play let's try this again. Max used to be heavily into Killer Instinct, which Killer Instinct was popular where I was, but never like a tournament scene. There was always Street Fighter and stuff that was more about the tournament scene. I would be interested to hear about how Killer Instinct went down in tournaments and stuff like that. I was always into classic Street Fighter, and then, of course, the Versus series is when things blew up here in the United States with tournaments and everything. So, and that's also when Justin Wong exploded. Like, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is when Justin became the top player in the U.S. He won B5, which was the Nationals at the time. So, okay. Thank you, Atlas Telemon, for the tip. Let's take a brief break. I'll be right back in a few minutes, and we'll get started here. Thanks, guys. Just sit tight. I'll see you in a few.